What's going on, everyone? My name is D. Anthony with Evolution Traders. In this video, I want to talk to you guys about why I personally love using the 60-minute chart to scalp futures, especially if you're trading prop firms. Now, speaking about prop firms, Apex is 90% off. You can use my discount code DAnthony. Those links are down in the description box below. But I want to talk about today's price action, and I want to show you a couple of indicators that I like to use and why I like using the 60-minute view. So here's my theory, right? I've been trading for 13 years, okay? I've been on YouTube for 6-7 years now. I can't even remember. I've made over 3,000 videos. Why I like using the 60-minute view is because simply it's going to give me intraday, right? For the current trading day, it's going to give me probably one of, and if not the strongest levels to trade off of. Okay. Now, you're not going to get setups that are going to happen every 2 seconds, right? You might have to sit around for an hour or two to wait for that ideal entry. But look at what happened today off the open. So if I was to look at that initial, okay, 60-minute candle, not only did we get a pretty big sell-off to start the open, but we got that push down underneath VWAP and underneath the 20 simple moving average, okay? I like using those two indicators, 20 simple moving average. I like using VWAP because it's going to kind of give you that average median, right? If we're trading below the 20, below the VWAP, I don't want to be long. If we're trading above, I don't want to be short, okay? It kind of goes, basic common sense. So if you notice that first hour candle, a lot of the people that started to short here off the open, if you're not an experienced scalper, if you're not, if you don't have some notches on the old belt loop, then what could have happened is you probably got short and then the market's very, very choppy. And because we're still in overall bullish context, I can see how traders are getting whipsawed. They have stop losses that are just way too tight to be trading the Nasdaq. You have stop losses that are designed for the S&P 500, but you're trying to scalp the Nasdaq 100. It doesn't make any sense, right? You got to open up those stops. So especially if you look at the ATR, right? I like using the ATR. It's down here at the bottom, and let me move myself out of the way here so you guys can kind of see what's going on. So if you notice here, look at the ATR down here at the right bottom corner. 52 points. That means on average, these candles are up and down a minimum, okay, an average of 50 points, okay? So if you have a baby 5 or 10 point stop loss, what are the realistic odds that you're going to be able to win more trades than you lose, right? Now, I'm not saying that you need to have a 50-point stop loss, but we've got to kind of open it up a little bit, 15, 20, 25 points. And yeah, maybe you're not going to be able to trade 3 mini contracts. Maybe you're not going to be able to trade 5 mini contracts. Maybe your strategy is meant to and designed to trade 2, 3, 4 micro contracts. That way you can sit in these moves 15, 20, 25 points, right? Especially if you're going to use a higher time frame. So notice how we sweep through this VWAP, which is this white line here. We also sweep through this 20 simple moving average, which is the purple line. What I like to do is I like to wait for that first 30 minutes to kind of pass by, right? That 30-minute ORB, I love trading the 30-minute ORB. I like to see price action kind of settle down. Let the dust kind of just fall all the way down and relax, okay? Because when it falls all the way down and it starts to relax, one thing that you can do is you can start to like sit back in your chair, okay? And you can kind of analyze the chart, left of the chart, start to imagine what could happen to the right of the chart. And if you notice here, we had this high overnight, right? This candle here at 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, the high on that was 26,043. So what I would have done here, before we even know what's happening, right? Because again, a lot of people like to get their panties in a bunch, and they like to say, well, analyzing the charts, what happened already is easier, right? Like hindsight trading is easier. I'm not saying that we're we're taking hindsight and trying to make it work. What I'm saying is we have to use what's in here, right? You got to use your brain, use your imagination, use your knowledge and experience. If you're looking at price action pre-market, or you're looking at price action coming into the New York session open, and you see a definitive high from overnight, why don't you mark that level out? That's going to become a clear line in the sand, right? So if the market is selling off when the market opens and just after the New York bell, if the market is selling down, great. Okay, you don't really do nothing about it, right? If we close below VWAP and we close below 20 SMA, then maybe we're looking for a short down here for continuation. But if we reclaim those demand zones that we just lost, now you can start targeting that level that you marked out. Does that make sense? You start targeting those pre-market highs. Now go down into a smaller time frame so you can get a little bit more of a better precise entry. So what I'm going to do here is go into the 5-minute time frame. I like using this in conjunction with the 60-minute view. And again, remember that 60-minute high, or that previous overnight high that I marked out, it's the dotted line here. Now you can take this trade in one of two ways, okay? You can take what I call an aggressive first entry, which means that if we break that price, we go, right? You're putting your size on the table, you're pushing your chips to the middle of the table, and you're trying to scalp in and out very quickly. This I like to use more of a dedicated stop loss. So I'll use the 5-minute ATR as a rough stop loss. So at this particular time, when we are breaking out through that overnight level, the ATR, which is average true range, you can put this on any trading platform, under the sun. The average true range on a 5-minute time frame was about 23 points. Okay, so automatically we have to assume that if worst case scenario happens, I'm going to lose 20 to 25 points, right? If you can't stomach that, then realistically you have to keep sizing down. Okay, now if you can stomach that loss, you're going to try to target half of an ATR, between half, 0.5 to 1 ATR for a scalp take profit. So if we're looking at a 20 to 25 point stop loss, I want to make sure that I'm going to take profits at 10 to 15 points. In this particular case, the price of entry right here, and if this would have happened just going into the top of the hour this morning, that price was getting in at 26,045, and that price shot up to 26,058. So 13 points. That's 0.5 of an ATR. You could have literally got in and out in just under a couple of minutes. Now, what's the next kind of way to play it, right? The next kind of way to play it is allow for a break, right? Allow for this break and allow a few candles to go by. Allow for a retest. Boom. Break, retest. Now notice here on this wick, one could say we retested here, but what I like to see for me, again, this is just for me, my retest need to be red candle closes, right? Like I don't want to look at one particular candle that just wicks down and then it closes green. To me, that's not really a retest. I want to see sellers coming into this tape that are selling it down and actually closing the candles red back down towards that level, right? So this is your level, break, retest. Remember, red candle closes, and then wait for that reclaim, wait for that bounce. And you can play it one of two ways. You can wait for the red candle to close, and then you can take an aggressive bounce off of support, meaning as soon as this closes red and we open up green and we start to push back up, you could get in on that because you're very, very close to support. Or you can wait for the break, retest, and wait for those new highs, okay? Those new highs right here to get confirmed. And in this particular case, those new highs were sitting at 26,075. And in a matter of 10 minutes, it goes all the way up to a price of 26,095. So a 20-point move in 10 minutes. If you're trading 5 micro contracts, you're looking at a couple of $100. If you're trading one mini contract, Every 5 points is $100. This was a $400 minimum trade in 10 minutes. Now, again, it's a lot easier said than done. I get it, right? I'm not sitting here saying that every single day it's going to be this clear. I'm not sitting here saying that every single day you should be making $1 million. Okay, let's not be idiots about it. But what I'm saying is that you need to absolutely start to look at the same things every day. You need to look at the same type of setups at the same type of levels around the same type of time. Okay, does that make sense? There's a lot of traders that really struggle, especially traders who are trading prop firms. They absolutely struggle because they're trying to take the same trades off the open and the same trades during power hour. They're trying to trade through the lunch hour, and they're trying to also trade through news. You're doing way too freaking much. You need to slow down, create a 2-hour window, and say, I'm going to sit my ass on this chair, and I'm going to look for 1 or 2 particular setups. If I get those 1 or 2 particular setups, I'm going to take these trades. Now, you have to say and tell yourself and make some rules, right? We're not trading out here like a bunch of buffoons. What you need to do is if I'm trading a $50,000 prop firm evaluation or funded account and my drawdown is $2,000 or $3,000, I don't want to lose no more than $300 or $400, right? Like that's even pushing it, like between $150 and $250. But I also need to understand that if I make $150, $250, $300, I need to kind of walk away too, right? And the reason I say that is because so many traders will make $200 or $300 or $400, and the next thing you know, you just keep trading and you end up giving away all your profits. You need to slow down, guys. Prop firms are a dime a dozen. There's dozens and dozens of different firms out there. Most of these firms let you trade well more than 1, 2, 3 accounts, so you can realistically take 100 trades a day if you wanted to, and take each trade on a separate account with a different prop firm. Like for example, I like to use Top Step, but I like to use Apex because of the fact that you can get those 20 accounts. And with 20 accounts, if I was to take 1 setup on each particular account, that's allowing me 20 trades. Right now, I don't like to take 20 trades. I don't try to take 20 trades. I'll try to take like 4 trades or 5 trades a day, 3 trades a day if I'm lucky. But you kind of get where I'm going, right? Guys, if you found this video anywhat helpful, give me a thumbs up. If you want to ask a question, leave it down in the comment section below. If you need evaluation accounts, Apex is 90% off right now. You can't beat it. You get a $50,000 account for under $20. Okay, very low barrier to entry. And again, it's going to give you an account that you can practice on, right? For the most part, unless you're an experienced trader who's taking out thousands and thousands of dollars a month from firms, you need practice, you need experience, you need in-game reps. You know what that means? If you've ever played sports before, practice is great. You need to learn the drills, you need to learn the fundamentals, you need to learn the mechanics. But there's nothing like in-game repetitions, okay? And in order to get those in-game repetitions, you have to have accounts to trade. You have to have money to trade in your personal account. If you don't have enough money in your personal account to put up these trades and get those in-game repetitions, then you need to get a bundle of evaluation accounts and trade there, right? It's a low cost barrier to entry right now at 90% off, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. You can pick up 5 accounts for $100, guys. So with that being said, that's going to give you access to, what do we get? $2,500 drawdown with these accounts. We're looking at a $10,000 quote unquote account for $100, right? So with that being said, I'll see all of you guys on the next video. Make sure to smash the thumbs up button, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.